Hello and welcome to Nomads. This is 6-leaf Clover. Hopefully it sounds alright. Got a whole bunch of Nomads in here. You see Congreve, the one player who decided to break with everybody else and went with Siren. But everybody else is Nomad. Of course, this map, 3 top players versus the top, the bottom. And the Penetrator, or better known as Andy Roo, Kill Hard, and Dilly Dally, so a couple sentence players together with Dilly Dally. Here we got Sid. Of course, one thing about Nomads is you do not have hot build mode working yet. All the key bindings as well as your templates. So you gotta click your way through it. I mean, some people play like that anyway. But if you're used to hot build, it's a lot more difficult. And in the middle, you got a whole bunch of wreckage on this map. Also some crazy civs. See out in the distance there. ACU building mexes instead of running up here. Congreve, the lone cyber. By far the most aggressive is Dilly Dally. Although across from him you have Postal. Oh, Postal, one player, absolutely brutal player on ISIS. There are games hosted on FAF where they say ISIS, no Postal, because he just dominates. I haven't really seen him anywhere else beside that map. Definitely goes first air. This one he went first land. And let's see how well he does with Nomads. And on a map like this, I think where you get a lot of direct ACU and ACU action, might see a lot of interesting things from the Nomads upgrades, hopefully. Dilly Dally's got a factory with some engineers, and nobody's getting mass yet. Here we're gonna see perhaps the first kills. Postal gets the first kill, I believe, of the game. And we should have everybody in the middle now. Who's not? I think everybody is. We got all 6. Kill Hard, Dilly Dally really taking over. And this really makes this map accelerate very quickly because there is no shortage of mass, and it forces you to get in the middle instead of sitting back and just taking. So if people designing maps, always good to put something in the middle for people to fight over. So here at minute 4 we're already getting some action. Looks like a straight up land spam from Postal. You might keep an eye on units. We might see that tank. We haven't actually seen it in action, the long range tank from Nomads. Looks like Penetrators are getting double teamed here. He's got to retreat a little bit. He does have his 2 buddies here. Should save him. Meanwhile, it appears Sid is just getting the heck out of there. Postal needs to be careful because Sid has left both Postal and Congreve. We're going to find themselves going 3 versus 2. They are pretty full on health, but Cybern isn't that strong. And actually, Nomad ACU just a little bit stronger than Cybern, but weaker than the other 3 factions. So you gotta be very careful. This is where I think Seraphim and Yef in direct contact with Nomads. You're gonna have to do some special. I've completely missed this. That was what was it? A Jester or Golem. That new gunship. Dilly Dally and Sid. Sid retreats. Dilly Dally, one of the better players on FAF. Of course, he's got that big tourney coming up on the 28th. We've got about 40 people. Some of the best people on FAF are going to play. There is also a prize pool, I believe, over €100 or something like that. Probably be even higher. But Postal here going in hard. Together with Congreve's Cybern. So it appears that Penetrator is in a position to start losing base. He has a whole bunch of tech to mask extractors. He needs point defenses everywhere. It appears that Postal and Congreve are going to go around. There's actually some tech 2 right here as well. So I think Penetrator is going to pay the price for only teching. He is getting some upgrades on his ACU. I'm not sure what he got. Let's see. Most likely he's got a gun. Nope. It's tech 2. And here. Manti versus those new tanks. But it looks like numbers actually Manti doing quite well. But eventually with numbers. Nice reclaim for Penetrator now. He's got to take 2-point defenses, and Postal could get himself in trouble. He's got to run as fast as he can. So it appears that the Penetrator is able to save his base. He did lose a couple of mask extractors, but got a nice reclaim. And now he's got to take 2-point defenses, pushing out Postal in full retreat. He's getting hit from the side by Dilly Dally, who is getting an upgrade of his own. Hope that the game sound isn't too loud, because for me it is quite loud. Postal here at 22 kills. I don't believe I changed anything too much. And a whole bunch of reclaims still left in the game. So here, minute 9, just to see what kind of reclaims people get. 10,000 here for Congreve. Dilly Dally, 7,000. So much more than on Settins, actually. Not much more comparable, but more. But Dilly Dally with a massive push now. He definitely has the gun, and he's got speed. You can see how fast he's running. There is no running away from this ACU from Dilly Dally. It looks like those walkers in the Olympics. Like, I'm glad they got rid of that sport. But still walking, but going really fast. I think Sid is going to be the first victim here in minute 10. There's no way he can get out of this position. So 1v1, you're just completely outplayed by Dilly Dally. I want to see where Dilly Dally can make it. This AC, he's just running circles around Sid here, who didn't make any point defenses for emergency. On the other side here, Postal. And there goes Sid, and of course, Nomads explosion. Meanwhile, Postal in full retreat, getting protection from Congreve. Congreve, of course, a very good player. Let's see what he does. He is anticipating an attack here, so he's got his AC in the correct position, but let's see what we can do against Dilly Dally. So there is a possibility for Nomads with the ACU, the fast speed, the gun, and Tech 2. I think this could be a very popular thing. Instead of speed, you can also get sniper mode, but you don't get overcharge in the sniper mode, so it's minimal. I think if you have Tech 2, sniper mode becomes redundant once you start making point defenses. Although sniper mode does outrange the Tech 2 point defense. Postal getting an upgrade, getting hit by Tech 2 points. This is a straight up Tech 2 point defense creep from Penetrator. He's already creeped all the way to the edge of Postal's base. We do see mobile missile launchers from Congreve. Let's see how much that makes a difference. Dilly Dally is getting his new base all situated. He's going to get some free mass. Congreve getting an upgrade. And mobile missile launchers here. Been getting low to close, getting direct fire for point defenses. Postal nearly complete, I think. There was a chance that he was going to die here. He's not going to be getting hit by point defenses. Finished just in time. We're also seeing mobile missile launchers, it seems. Yep. So one thing about Nomads I don't really like, other people have mentioned, is some of the graphics, not the units themselves, but the trails. I think there's a little too much of the red in there. Just looks more like cartoon compared to the rest. I like the explosions and everything. One thing that's really cool is the overcharge and the ACU projectiles. I think if everything else was, and this is what we're seeing here. I think this is the type of projectiles Nomads should be based around. Those look nice, but some of those missiles, the trails, is just a bit too much. Postals now runs into Tech 2 point defenses, dies. And Congreve is going to die here in minute 14 as well. So, seeing a nice Nomads game. I'm going to try to bring you guys some more of these. Congreve, though, 24 kills, still alive. Still got his base. Gets out of there, 24 kills. He's fighting everybody here. Trying to suppress point defense creep with mobile missile launchers. Here running in with Manti. He's going to try to grab this base back. Dust of Engineers here will be denied by these Tech 2 point defenses. Very important Tech 2 point defenses. And some Tech 2 actually here with Rhinos from Congreve. Congreve with his ACU down the middle. Dilly Dally though is going to chase him down. Yeah, this is so all these projectiles make total sense. Dilly Dally is not going to run away. The Olympic Walker upgrade. Congreve has lost this position as well. See how long he can survive, but there isn't really that much he can do. So this is the mobile missile launchers. They do have the lowest health of all the different mobile missile launchers. Not sure they have splash or things like that. Dilly Dally now running in. Congreve continues to retreat. 39 kills. Huge reclamation available. Dilly Dally's going to catch up. Whoa, that was definitely cyber and artillery. Congreve 48 kills. The brick is in position, but it's a Tech 3 land from Congreve. That was his last hope. 17-minute game. Hopefully people enjoy.